One day, Thomas was at the junction when Gordon shuffled in with some trucks. "Phew," remarked Thomas. "What a funny smell." "Can you smell a smell?" "I can't smell a smell," said Annie.
"It's a funny, musty sort of smell," said Thomas.
"No one noticed it till you did," grunted Gordon. "It must be yours."
Not long ago, Gordon had fallen into a dirty ditch. He knew that Thomas was teasing him about it.
Thomas enjoyed teasing him about it. "Annie, Clarabelle, do you know what I think it is? It's ditch water."
Gordon didn't have time to answer, as Thomas was soon coupled to Annie and Clarabelle, and then he puffed quickly away.
Annie and Clarabelle could hardly believe their ears. "He's dreadfully rude. I feel quite ashamed. I feel quite ashamed. He's dreadfully rude,"
they twittered to each other.
And to Thomas they said, "You mustn't be rude. You make us ashamed." But Thomas didn't care a bit. Annie and Clarabelle were deeply shocked. They had great respect for Gordon, the big engine.
"You mustn't be rude. You make us ashamed," they kept telling Thomas. That was funny, he chuckled, feeling very pleased with himself.
Thomas left the coaches at the station and went off to a mine for some trucks. Long ago, miners digging for lead had made tunnels under the ground. Though strong enough to hold up trucks, their roofs could not bear the weight of engines. A large notice warned them not to enter the area. "Danger! Engines must not pass this board."
Thomas had been warned, but he didn't care.
Silly old board, he thought. He had often tried to pass it, and he had never succeeded.
He knew the rules. He had to push empty trucks into one siding and wait to collect full ones from another.
But this morning he had made a plan. The fireman went to turn the points. "Come on," waved the fireman. The driver leaned out of the cab to see where they were going. "Now," said Thomas to himself. Pumping the trucks fiercely, he jerked his driver off the footplate.
"Hurrah!" said Thomas as he followed the trucks into a siding. "Come back!" called his driver, but it was too late. "Stupid old board," said Thomas as he ran past it. "There's no danger, there's no danger." "Look out!" cried the driver. The fireman clambered into the cab and tried Thomas's brakes. There was a rumbling noise and the rails quivered. The fireman jumped clear.
"Fire and smoke," said Thomas. "I'm sunk." And he was. Thomas could just see out of the hole, but he couldn't move. "Oh dear," he said, "I am a silly engine." "And a very naughty one, too,"
said the Fat Controller, who had just arrived.
"I saw you," said the Fat Controller. "Please get me out. I won't be naughty again." "I'm not sure," replied the Fat Controller. "We can't lift you out with the crane. The ground's not firm enough." Let me see. I wonder if Gordon could pull you out." "Yes, sir," said Thomas nervously, but he didn't really want to meet Gordon just yet.
When Gordon heard about Thomas, he laughed very loudly.
"Down a mine, is he? Ho, ho, ho," laughed Gordon. "What a jokey chortle, puffing to the rescue. Poof, poof, little Thomas, we'll have you out in a couple of puffs." Strong cables were fastened between the two engines. "Are you ready?" "Heave," called the Fat Controller.
But they didn't pull Thomas out in 2 puffs.
It was a lot harder than they all thought.
Gordon worked hard, but it took a long time to finally pull Thomas out of the hole.
But at last he was free. "I'm sorry I was cheeky," said Thomas. "That's all right, Thomas. You made me laugh."
Thomas was very pleased that Gordon was not angry with him anymore. Thomas's fire had gone out, so he needed a pull back to the station. "Can we go together?" asked Thomas. "Of course we can," said Gordon. "I'll pull you back." "Thank you very much," said Thomas.
"I'm in disgrace," Gordon went on pathetically. "I feel very low." "I'm in disgrace too," said Thomas. "Why, so you are, Thomas. We're both in disgrace. Shall we form an alliance? What was it?" asked Thomas. "An alliance, Thomas. United we stand, together we fall," said Gordon grandly. "You help me, and I'll help you." "Right you are," said Thomas. "Good, that's settled," mumbled Gordon. And buffer to buffer, the allies puffed home.